G'day guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're comparing 9.3 by 62 versus a Sambar Shoulder. Now, I did a video a while back claiming that 9.3 by 62 is the best Sambar cartridge around. I stick by that. Whether you like it or not, I like it. I think it's pretty bloody dandy. In some countries, 9.3 is still legal for Cape Buffalo. Now, if you understand the size of a fucking Cape Buffalo, you understand that's pretty bloody big. And a hell of a lot bigger and a hell of a lot more dangerous than a Sambar deer. Here in Australia, 9.3 by 62 is also used to take water buffalo in the top end. It's used to take pigs, camels, Sambar, you name it. It's a good all-round cartridge. So if you wanted to have one cartridge to hunt the whole continent, here in Australia, 9.3 by 62 will do you well. It's a good balance of excellent ballistics, but also it's not going to kill your shoulder because it doesn't recoil that bad. Now, for this test, we are using PPU ammunition, which fires a 285 grain projectile. It's a round nose, and it's going at, let me look at my data real quick. It's going at 2365 feet per second. So it's not actually that quick, but when you consider how heavy that is, that's actually not too bad. So muzzle energy on that is 39 foot-pounds. So that's a fair bit considering, I think 4,000 is the go-to for dangerous game. I believe it's 4,000 foot-pounds of energy and above is deemed as adequate. This is, 500 foot-pounds lower than that. As I said, it is still used for dangerous game across the globe. Now, at 100 metres where we've struck our Sambar Shoulder, the energy is 2842 foot-pounds. That is a hell of a lot, and that is the most amount of foot-pounds out of any of the cartridges shot in this series. So as you guys know, this is a series comparing cartridges against real Sambar Shoulders to see the effects so that you guys can fully understand when I'm talking about data, how that data correlates to the target being the animal we're trying to kill. Let's jump out to the range. We're going to shoot this we'll circle back here for our final thoughts. Now, I've had to change the setup slightly for the 9.3 because I've run out of milk bottles, which is most unfortunate. So we have these six, and because this is sort of hitting in the middle, I might even stack that one there, just so we have the three, and we have that carton. So hopefully we can stop it. The idea behind the water is kind of to see what the bullet does, but it's mainly to stop the bullet because I want to see what it looks like. Because if it goes through the shoulder, you're pretty certain that that's a kill. So anyway, that's the disclaimer. This one's going to be slightly different. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. I've been having a lot of dramas with this 9.3 zeroing. I changed the rings from, Picatinny rail and fucking whatever rings with the 3 to 9 on it. I swapped over to tally rings with the 2 to 7 on it. I did notice though that the front screw in here, there was pretty much thread, or not completely threaded, but it was threaded enough that it wasn't really holding torque, so I did Loctite that. This doesn't seem to be holding zero very well. I'm going to have to rip this gun down completely and do a whole resto on it, but hopefully it's accurate enough that I can get at least one round onto target for this test. Fucking nailed it. So I did have to aim off high and right because I was hitting low and left. I'm pretty much dialed out. Well, I'm dialed in on windage on my scope, and I think I'm like 2 clicks away from dialed out on the elevation of this scope. So definitely going to have to fix this rifle, but that's a job for another time. Let's go have a look at what the fucking hell that just did to a Sambar Shoulder. Now, I did say I had to change the water bottle setup to catch the bullet, so hopefully we have. We will see. That's a fucking decent hole. Right, absolutely fucking highlighted all those milk jugs. All of these except for, well, that's a highlight too, so all of those, even though they weren't hit by the bullet, the pressure just put a hole through it. I think the bullet's gone straight through. Fucker. I'm probably never going to find that now. Yeah, well, 9.3. Just like the 358, will fucking get ya. And then back here, in this very corner, I actually found the 9.3 jacket. So that pass-through hole I saw in the back of this water carton would have been the lead shank continuing on, but the jacket did completely come off that 9.3. So there you have it, 9.3 by 62. It absolutely caned that target. Now, we did have a jacket separation. I'm personally not a fan of cup and core bullets for this particular reason. Now, some people who like cup and core bullets say that this is an advantage of cup and core, the fact that it separates and then you have two projectiles going through the target. Now, I will agree that the jacket being razor sharp and going pretty bloody fast through organs is going to result in a quick death because you're going to have more blood loss, but also the lead coming out of the jacket and going somewhere into your meat is not something I'm personally into because I don't really like ingesting lead. So just food for thought, pun intended, that cup and core bullets are not the best. I think cup and core bullets are best served for long range shooting where the velocities are lower and you have less chance of it dejacketing. It actually mushrooms really well. Anything above, I would say like 500 meters. Cup and core bullets are really in their element. Anything below that, I personally like to stick with bonded, petitioned, or monolithic bullets. But that's just my opinion. So, did it kill our deer? You better bloody believe it killed our deer. I would say that that lead shank that dejacketed and came through probably would have been caught on the skin on the other side. Had that bullet stayed together though, I 100% guarantee that would have gone straight through. There are many, many accounts of this particular ammunition double shouldering Sambar and also other projectiles, mostly the monolithic ones, 100% going straight through Sambar, both shoulders, and never seeing the projectile ever again. So there you have it, that's 9.3 by 62 versus a Sambar shoulder. I hope you got something out of that. I'll see you next video and hooroo.